Alright, here's one I like to show. I have this profile. I have 4 profiles, but I have this setup on all 4 profiles. They're not the exact same, they're pretty close, but this one is my favorite TACT build. Um, so I figured I'd show it to you. I think it was the build I was playing with when we played the other day, but just to run through real quickly. Again, always using a lightweight M4. Competent. For a TAC build, you want to have, I say it's like a must, you want to have talented. And that is killing a target with this weapon increases skill power by 15% for 20 seconds. That's huge. So you get an extra 15% skill power for 20 seconds once you kill a target. The third and open slot has adept, which lets me do some damage when people get in my face. If I can use a skill, I can just jump out and usually finish them off at that point. My secondary gun is not a MP4 or MP5 or MP7. I mean, I have those, but I don't have one with this particular setup. So this one has, again, competent and talent are what you always want. Those you can unlock because they have electronics, and then you have to have just enough firearms to unlock it. And you can usually put a mod in your vest or something like that to help get that number. So the important one here on this secondary is predatory, which is that health. On when you get a kill, you get that 35% health over 20 seconds. So you're constantly getting health. Very good. And then, as usual, Nimble holster gives you cover to cover, 2% of max health for 4 seconds. And then on this, I have Skill Haste and Seeker Mine 4.0 damage mod, and that's going to be on everything, the 4.0 Seeker Mine, because I'm just trying to do as much damage with those as possible. Next, the gloves, electronics, Skill Haste again to get that 50% max, enemy armor damage and crit hit damage. Definitely need Skill Haste and enemy armor damage. Whatever you want for the other one. You know, you could have assault rifle damage or something like that if you want, but you definitely need the Skill Haste and enemy armor damage up there. Backpack. Inventive Backpack. Increase skill power by 15% while at full health. So when you're at full health, you get that extra 15% skill power right there. So now you got 15% from your backpack when you're at full health, and you get the 15% from the talented on your guns after you get a kill. And if you plan it just right, you get a kill and you're at full health. Well, now the next skill you use up to 20 seconds is going to have that extra 30% skill power going, which is huge. So on the vest, on the backpack here, I have skill power rolled, and my mod is an electronic skill haste, and again 4.0 seeker mines, as I said, on that. Knee pads. Again, electronics, more skill power. The key here on this one is the damage to elites and the minor. 15% damage to elites, so you're doing more damage to those elite bosses, the yellow bars. You're doing more damage to those guys. And then inside here we have electronic skill haste, and again that seeker mine 4.0 damage, which is maxed out. The mask, again electronics, we have enemy armor damage on this, and then the minor you want damage to elites. So now I got 2 damage to elites, 12, and I think the other one was 15, so that's a pretty good penny doing damage to the elites when you have those. And then the mod in here is 266 electronic skill power is what I have, because I had reached the max skill haste, so I just put in here to get brute, just more skill power added to my skill power up there. And then the vest here, again electronics, and then it's rolled for again skill haste because you need to reach that 50 skill haste, and then enemy armor damage, and then ammo capacity. Must have skill haste on the vest. Enemy armor damage is good since that's what you're trying to do, but if you have skill haste and health, you know, until you can get one that has skill haste and enemy armor damage, perfectly okay, but skill haste is a must so you can get that 50%. And then electronic skill haste mod and a firearms skill haste mod. The firearms skill haste mod is so that I can reach the requirement here on my guns to unlock the competent, and the talented at 2874. Because if I didn't have a firearms mod in here, I'm at 2812, and notice that all the talents on my guns are gone. So that's why I'm using that firearms mod, because that gives me 3079 and unlocks all the talents on my gun that are needed. My pistol, again, competent and talented on it again, and then I have brutal up here. Sometimes I think I have another one here. It has determined, which is killing a target gives you a quicker cooldown. I don't think it gets any quicker than 50%. So let's take a quick look at the stats here. Crit hit chance, you can see. Oh wait, that was my pistol shotgun. Lightweight. Crit hit chance and stuff is not really all that vital on this build because you're doing other damage. So the key with this build is this skill haste, 50%. That's the max, and that's what you want, so you get your skills back even quicker. Damage to elites is 27%. Look at this enemy armor damage, 42 freaking %. That is huge, and so that helps you strip off the armor from the enemy bosses and things like that. So I'm gonna load up here Amherst. I was already there, but I'm gonna load up, show you what this build looks like, even though you've seen it, but you can see it from a different perspective here.
Our main suspect, we've located his residence at this apartment complex in Hell.
Alright, so I'm gonna come in. I'm at full health right now. And then
it looks like the place is on fire. We need to investigate the suspect's apartment while it's still in one piece.
I'm gonna throw out my seekers here.
Suspect? That's generous. Innocent until proven guilty? I've met the guy.
They
Those
just bled out.
Bastards have a collective
just like
psychosis.
that. Now the next wave's getting ready to come out. Throw my turret up there. And then now I'm gonna jump over. Look at my skill power, it's gone up 426 from 411. And now it's at 456 because it just got a kill. So 411 to 426 to 456. So 411 to 456, that's a pretty big jump of skill power going up, and that's just because I'm at full health and I got a kill. You just saw it drop down from 456 to 411. So that's a lot of skill power. That's like 40,000 skill power, just over 40,000 that you're getting just from having those talents. Again, talented on the gun, and then the Inventive Backpack being at full health. I don't really need anything, but anytime I see green or gold, I always go grab it because I need to sell stuff anyway.
They haven't burned the place down yet. I'd love to talk to one of these cleaners sometime,
Those two bled
partially to
out,
find
saw
out what
them
makes
just
them
bleed
tick,
out.
and
With the enemy
partially
armor
to
damage, you
strangle
may
them
not
slowly
get the
while he's
kill
holding.
straight up, but you will get the bleed damage going. And a lot of times they bleed out. Seekers are ready. Watch what they do here to these guys. They won't kill the big boss back there, but they'll strip down some of them. Those purples will bleed out. Got his tank. There we go. He is gone. It's key to get a tank or something on those guys that have those weak points. Yeah, just vital to just get those as much as possible. I don't really need to kill this dude. So see
Found
now the
Amherst's
map up
apartment.
there,
It's
the
across
map
the
is
courtyard,
clear.
but it looks like the
'Cause,
direct route is blocked.
my
You'll
health
have to
came
find
back.
another
I was
way
going to
there.
show you that the cover to cover doesn't work when you're not in battle. So it's key to do the cover to cover while you're actually in battle.
How did you get in? Are they gone?
We'll send someone out to round up any survivors and get them back here safely. You're clearing a path for them, so just keep going.
Look at that, they got folded really quick. Throw my turret down there just in case the guy jumps out the window. He did, and the turret is melting him. And now he's dead. So I'm gonna blow
The
up that
apartment is
skill.
upstairs. If Amherst is the author of the virus, he must have left some evidence. People like that don't destroy the proof of what they've done. Have a look around. It might have been looted, but whoever was in there probably wasn't looking for documents or hard drives.
And if you get lucky and find Amherst there, bring him in so I can ask a few.
We won't get that lucky. We never do.
Heading out.
Well, I can dream.
These guys don't really need to kill, so I'm just gonna go
I hope you
right
found
on
what we're
through
looking
these
for.
guys.
It's high priority, so I routed an extraction chopper for you. But you'll have to secure the rooftop
Do
before it
drop
can
my
touch
seekers,
down.
though.
Don't play with fire. Get the evidence back here safely.
Just so they don't pursue, so they kind of get wiped out. And you'll see
Keep
how
it up,
fast
Agent.
the seekers
We need
are
that
coming
rooftop
back.
cleared so we can pull the evidence out.
Coming back, they're 50% there, 65, 75, 80, 90, boom, they're back already. That's that 50% skill base. That's like the best. Now I got the adept proc on the gun, so I can go up and shoot some people if I need to. He's gonna bleed out. Drop my turret right there.
Normally, this chopper is for pickup from the dark zone only, pulling out highly contaminated material. For the current op, we'll make an exception.
My turret will do the work. You can just see my turret just is doing a lot of damage. My turret does, and again, that's because I have high skill power. Look, it's just shooting them. It's like I got two. It's like two people playing this mission. One person up there and one person down here. Blow up the turret. Drop my seekers before I hit the extract.
Lighthouse, Uber 2, ready to retrieve the package.
Stuff is on the rope. Try to get back up here.
Lighthouse, Uber 2, package acquired and we are returning to base. Uber 2 out.
Drop the turret there. Oh, I didn't even see this guy jump down. That's why I put the turret up there. Oh, there's another guy up there. I switched over to my SMG. I just got some predatory health. You can see my health coming back. That's because I got a kill with my SMG in my hand and another
The chopper
one.
with
So
the
I'll go
evidence
back
is
to full
inbound on
health.
HQ. I
And
know we
that's
took
why
civilian
that
losses, but there
predatory
would
is
have
so
been a lot
important on
more
that
if you
other
hadn't
gun.
been
When you
there.
need health,
Excellent work,
you can
Agent.
rely on your seekers to get a kill, and then it just brings you back to full health. I'm gonna go up here and grab the gold. Grab the gold. I saw a green way back there, so I must have missed one at the beginning of the map or something. I'll go back and grab that. But just to show you the abilities here, here's my turret. You can see the damage is 11,000, but again, it goes up to like 13,000 when I get that kill from the inventive and then the backpack being at full health. It goes up to 13. You can see it comes back in 14.9 seconds, so that's really fast. My seekers are doing 86,000 damage, which is huge, and they come back in 10.8 seconds, so they come back real fast. You saw how fast they came back. I said, oh, there it comes, and it's back, and it's back already. The turret comes back even faster. I'm not sure why it says it's 14, but I think the difference is the turret, the cooldown goes while it's actually active. So as soon as it blows up, it's ready again. The Seekers don't do that anymore. The Seekers, once they blow up, then the cooldown starts. It's not when the cooldown doesn't start when you actually use it, like the turret works. I'm not sure why it used to be that way, but I don't know, they switched it, I guess, because they had too many people using Seekers or something. Oh, the last thing, the talents. You want this one, Shrapnel. Applying bleed to any target triggers a 30% chance that any target within a 10-meter radius will get bleed. So anytime you hit bleed, if someone's in 10 meters, they get it too, a 30% chance. So that when your Seekers blow up, you get a more of a blast radius, we'll just call it, that makes other people bleed. The other important here is death by proxy. Destroy a skill and you get more skill power. You get an extra 20% skill power for 30 seconds. This one was not procced during this mission here because they don't really deploy any skills. So like that would be ones that deploy turrets or boxes, healing boxes. If you destroy the box or destroy the turret, then you get an extra 20% for 30 seconds off of this. So you can see 20% here, 20% there. I forgot, is it 20%? 15% for inventive if you're at full health, 15% for your gun. It's ridiculous. So 15 and 15 and 20, 15 and 15 is 30 plus 20. That's crazy. That's an extra 50% skill power. So my skill power I never really noticed that. My skill power could be even more than what it was proccing if you kill a skill. And that's one of those, not too many of them use skills, but in some missions they do. So if you do get that kill, man, that's going to be huge, right? Crazy. Back to the abilities here. And then the other one here is Demolition. Kill a hostile with an explosion to increase damage by 20%. And then lastly, this one, Chain Reaction. Damage multiple hostiles with an explosion to apply 20% more damage from the blast. Those are key for the Seekers, so it's kind of like a diamond shape. Diamond, diamond, diamond. Bingo. So those are the talents for that. All right.